Are you ready to spring clean your finances? Just like our homes need a deep clean after winter, our finances too need a refresh. It's time to dust off your budget, sweep away unnecessary expenses, and polish your emergency fund. Why, you ask? Well, a well-maintained budget helps you navigate through financial ups and downs, while a robust emergency fund acts as a safety net during unforeseen circumstances. So, let's dive into the process and learn how to refresh your budget and boost your emergency fund. First, take a good look at your current financial situation. This step is crucial, as it forms the foundation of your financial spring cleaning. Imagine it as taking stock of what's in your pantry before you go grocery shopping. You need to know what you already have, what you're running low on, and what you don't need anymore. Start by assessing your income. How much do you make every month after taxes? Next, consider your expenses. These can be broken down into fixed costs like rent or mortgage payments, and variable costs like groceries and entertainment. Don't forget about occasional costs like car maintenance or medical bills. Then turn your attention to your debts. How much do you owe, and what are the interest rates? Lastly, consider your savings. Do you have a retirement account, an emergency fund, or other investments? Honesty and accuracy are key in this process. The more accurate your assessment, the better your financial picture will be. Once you have a clear picture of your current financial situation, you'll be ready to refresh your budget. Now, it's time to refresh your budget. It's the financial version of spring cleaning. The first step to refreshing your budget is to revisit your income and expenses. Look at the money coming in and going out each month. Has your income changed since the last time you checked? What about your expenses? It's essential to keep these figures up to date to ensure your budget reflects your current financial situation accurately. Next, you'll want to identify any unnecessary expenses. These are the things that you can live without or find a cheaper alternative. Do you really need that premium cable package, or could you switch to a streaming service? How about that gym membership you hardly use? Could you maybe switch to home workouts instead? By cutting back on these unnecessary expenses, you can free up money in your budget for other financial goals. Speaking of financial goals, it's time to set some new ones. Maybe you want to save for a vacation, pay off debt, or build up your emergency fund. Whatever your goals are, write them down and allocate funds in your budget to help you reach them. It's like giving every dollar a job. This way, you'll know exactly where your money is going, and you'll be more likely to stick to your budget. Finally, once you've identified your income and expenses, cut back on unnecessary costs, and set new financial goals, you need to allocate your funds accordingly. This might mean cutting back in some areas to boost your savings, or it might mean allocating more money towards paying off debt. Just remember, your budget is a living document. It should change and evolve with your financial situation. With a refreshed budget, you're one step closer to a healthier financial situation, but we're not finished yet. So stay tuned as we move to the next step, understanding the importance of an emergency fund. And remember, a good budget is not about restriction. It's about making your money work for you. So keep that in mind as we continue on our journey to a financially secure future. Let's shift our focus to the emergency fund. This is a stash of money set aside to cover the financial surprises life throws your way. These unexpected events can be stressful and costly. Here's where your emergency fund comes into play. It's your financial safety net. Imagine the peace of mind you'd feel, knowing that you have a buffer between you and life's uncertainties. It could be a sudden job loss, a medical emergency, or even a global pandemic. Having an emergency fund can be the difference between a minor financial setback and a catastrophic one. It's not just about reducing stress, though. An emergency fund can also protect you from debt. If an unexpected cost arises, you won't need to rely on credit cards or loans, which can lead to a debt spiral. An emergency fund is a crucial part of any financial plan. Now let's learn how to boost it. Boosting your emergency fund is simpler than you might think. Let's dive into some strategies that can help you bolster this financial safety net. First up, consider saving windfalls. Windfalls are unexpected financial gains that might come your way. It could be a tax refund, an inheritance, a bonus, or even a winning lottery ticket. Instead of spending this money impulsively, channel a portion, if not all, into your emergency fund. This strategy can significantly boost your savings without affecting your existing budget. Another way to fortify your emergency fund is by cutting back on non-essential expenses. Take a close look at your spending habits. Identify areas where you can cut back. Perhaps you've been dining out too often, or maybe that premium cable package isn't really necessary. By reducing these non-essential expenses, you can free up more money to save. Remember, every penny saved is a penny earned. Lastly, Setting up automatic transfers can be a foolproof way to grow your emergency fund. By automating this process, you ensure a certain amount of money is transferred to your emergency fund each month. It's like paying yourself first. This method takes discipline out of the equation and makes saving effortless. Over time, you'll be surprised by how much your fund has grown without you even noticing. These strategies aren't exhaustive. You could also explore other avenues like selling unused items, picking up a side gig, or investing wisely to generate more income. The key is to stay committed and consistent. Boosting your emergency fund might require some sacrifices and a change in mindset. But remember, it's a crucial step towards securing your financial future. It gives you peace of mind, knowing you can weather unforeseen expenses without derailing your financial goals. By boosting your emergency fund, you're setting yourself up for financial success. Remember, a spring clean of your finances can lead to a future of financial freedom. So, are you ready to spring clean your finances? We've taken a deep dive into your financial standing, refreshed your budget to reflect your current needs, and emphasized the critical role of an emergency fund. We've also shared tips on how you can give your emergency fund a much-needed boost. It's time to roll up your sleeves and get to work. Start today and take control of your financial future. Remember, a clean financial house is a happy financial house.